But I invested in a lot of mentorships around that time. So that's just really what helped. And just if people scared to invest in mentorships, do it, for real, do it. Took a year off from school, to be honest, because I didn't know what I really wanted to do. And even when I did go back to school, I still didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to work for myself. Definitely don't slow down. When I heard that, that's what was like, hold on, what? I'm thinking he doing good. Why you slow it down? Keep that going, man.
Because this week was the week we was taking a break. I was gonna take a break this week.
And what I say, everything happens for a reason, and God gonna put people in places for a reason. So he put me here to let you know the
truth in the air, let it speak.
Welcome back to another episode of Creative Roots Podcast, where seeds sown become visions grown. Listen, today we sit down with the first clothing line brand owner. So I'm letting y'all know the first one is going to be interesting. We got a whole story to tell y'all, but we'll get to that later. But anyway, this is the co-owner, correct?
Yes, sir.
Co-owner of LoseLeaf Clothing brand. I've checked out the site. It's a pretty dope website. And what he ain't told y'all yet is he is also a photographer. This man got some pretty dope pictures on his website. So if you ain't been to the website, you don't know who this is, hey, make sure you go to the website, check this man out. But we are sitting down today with Trel.
Yes, sir.
From LoseLeaf Clothing. How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. Good, man.
Good. So check this out. Right before we got on camera, there was something that was revealed. I wasn't going to say that yet because I was going to hold it as a surprise. But he went ahead and let it out. You want to tell the people what the surprise was?
Well, I told him I heard about him because he interviewed my cousin. And eventually I found out he my cousin. So
we family, y'all. What y'all know about that? So if y'all don't know, the person he's referring to is Arabia Mayari, the lady that was on here that had the hair growth oil and the beard oil, the mango line. I can't remember what else, and I ain't getting messed up, but it's definitely essential oils. But go check out that episode. Should be linked somewhere in the cards or something. But listen, we're talking about clothes today.
Mm-hmm.
We are, and you wore a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So
and the shorts.
Shorts.
These are the first shorts we ever came out with. So
got on the shirt, first pair of shorts they ever came out with. It's still warm outside. Y'all still got time to go get these shorts. Y'all got sweatpants? I like sweatpants too.
We got whole sweatsuits, everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone for now. So listen, check this out. Creative Roots Podcast, where we sit down and talk to creatives about their journey from the beginning. So with that, let's go right into this. How did you get started into the clothing industry?
Well, to be honest, it was my brother Tony. So he started the brand. But it's like he came to me, it was like, yo, I wanted to start a brand, whatever. And from there, I was just telling him, if you're going to do it, just don't BS it. Like, really do it, take it serious, and whatever you're going to do it. So he started it, and that's when he came out with like the shorts, and he came out with it was a short and a shirt set, and then another shirt. But then from there, I was just noticing, like, he started, like, falling off with it. And from there, I was doing his pictures then, too. But he started kind of, like, just, like, slacking off with it. I was like, you can't do it by yourself. And I believe in the brand. So it's just like, I'm going to just help you do it. Whatever I need to do as far as the content-wise, I'm going to just help you that way. We can go ahead and scale it.
Starting off, your brother's idea.
Mm-hmm.
You said, hey, bro, I got you. That says a lot. That says a whole lot, because you believed in the brand from the beginning and you refused to let him slack.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people need people like that. Just imagine how many people have not moved anywhere because they feel, if my people don't like it, nobody's gonna like it, right? So when did, as far as you know, as far as your brother, when did he get into clothing? Like, not just loosely, but when did he was like, yo, I like clothes? And
well, to be honest, he started really in like high school. Like, so he's 31 now, or 30 now. But he started in high school or whatever. But from there, it was just like, it was just he was designing stuff, but he really didn't like make nothing. You feel me? He was just designing clothes, but he draws, so he's a graphic designer.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he always was into that and in the arts type of stuff. So he started from there, but didn't really take it serious. Then he ventured off, did tattoos, he did customizable shoes, just anything art wise. That was just him. He was just trying everything for real.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So sounds to me like you're more of the businessman behind the brand.
I went to school for that was my major,
We
business
gon'
administration.
well, we're gonna get on that then.
Hmm.
So the original seed that was planted with your brother.
Hmm.
The seed for you was, I believe. So you planted a seed for your brother to push himself. And with that, I guess the seed that was planted for you also is the fact that your brother wanted to do it and you decided to help push, right? So how long have y'all been doing the Lose Leaf?
So he started it like 2022, kind of like the middle of 2022. It was just like an idea. He was trying to figure out what to do for real. He had to come up with a name first. I told him if he gonna come, like literally we talking about it the whole time while he doing it. I was just never in it. I was just talking about it with him, just being a brother. Like, so yeah, he came out with like 100 names, finally landed on that name. And then from there, he just started making like little pieces. This is press on, like this was vinyl around that time. So he was just trying to press on, just trying to hurry up and get something out there. So from there, 2023 came. That's when he kind of like slowed down from it. It was just like, you could tell it was just a hobby for him at that point, for real. So by the middle of 2023, that's when I was just realizing I kind of came up with the meaning for the brand. And it was just like, from there, it was just like, we can really push this because we found the name, we found a good meaning out the name. So let's just try to figure out the rest of this year and learn about the business.
Yeah.
And then by 2024, really start trying to push it and do it every day.
That makes sense. So y'all sat back. So when he slowed down, you basically came in and was like, okay, let's focus on the business side and make sure that when we launch or relaunch, we got it together and not just out here doing whatever, however, and hoping something's gonna work.
Exactly.
I like that because you have to execute a plan. You know, like rushing it, nothing wrong with rushing it, but you know, sometimes just take that step back.
Exactly.
You know?
So
go
my
ahead.
bad. I invested in a lot of mentorships around that time. So that's just really what helped. And just if people scared to invest in mentorships, do it, for real. Do it.
Tell them again, because I don't think they heard that. Tell them again.
If you scared to invest in mentorships, just do it, because at the end of the day, like they say, it's kind of cliche to say, but you do got to spend money to make money. And it's like, if you scared to take the risk, then you ain't gonna never get nowhere, for real, for real.
Yeah, if you scared to take risks, you might as well just sit down, because being an entrepreneur is nothing but risk. You don't know what's gonna work until it works. You don't know what's gonna fail until it fails, right? So you have to be persistent. And I've been saying that a lot lately. You have to be persistent, consistent. You have to know, if you don't believe in your brand, nobody else gonna believe in your brand.
Exactly.
So with branding, let's talk about the name LoseLeaf, not Loose Leaf. I'm gonna let you talk about the name. You know how y'all came up with it and everything.
Well, like I said, he came up with the name. He wrote down like 100 to 200 names. Like he was probably over 1,000 names, to be honest. It's like he was just writing down names every day for like the past 3 weeks. Came up with the name. From there, like I said, probably a year or so or a couple months down the line, it was just more of, I knew like with, especially in today's time, is like people not really buying what the brand is, they buying who the brand is. So it's like you just had to really figure out like what the brand means. That way it can resonate and connect with other people, you feel me?
Right.
Because
So it,
everybody sell clothes. So it's
yeah,
like,
everybody got clothes.
so it's just what
Just like we
makes your
would.
clothes different and what makes you different from everybody else.
Right. So loosely explain what that is for the people.
So lose leaf means is to let go anything in life that's holding you back, no matter what it is. You got to lose your leaves, no matter what it is, who it is, where it is, a job, friend, family, girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, don't matter. Just let it go. It's smoking, drinking, whatever you feel like you're addicted to something, let it go. It's just,
Let it go, y'all. Just let it go. That yeah, I wanted you to explain it. Like I saw it and I knew what it
yeah,
was, but I feel that is something that people have to hear. Not just see that y'all had to hear that. Just let it go. I
yeah.
be saying that a lot too. So how has the support been for y'all, from the beginning until now?
Well, family, I say we always have family and friends that always support, which is always like that in the business. It was more of just starting to get, I guess, me realizing first get your own city to support you, kinda, and then start branching off to other cities with the online presence. Still do it with online presence in the city, but I know the reels and the algorithms start pushing it further out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you got to start hometown
Yeah, so what we did, we just started doing pop-up shops in the city. A lot of pop-up shops trying
because
to,
that was my next question. Y'all
yeah,
do pop up
yeah.
shops and vendor tables and things
hmm
like that. So, and have y'all been doing that since the beginning too? Since 2022?
Well, we not since 2022. Our first pop-up shop was the beginning of March, and it was sneaker exit. So it was a sneaker vendor. We just got in there, sold some clothes. We did okay, but every time I go into the pop-up shops,
Mm-hmm.
I do look to get sales. But even if you don't make sales, you got to find what can you take out of that. So I was building my followers. A lot of people don't know about SMS or email marketing. Building my SMS and email marketing by doing giveaways, free game. It's just stuff like that. Like you got to find a way to still win, even if you don't make sales.
Say it again.
You got to find, but you got to find a way to still win in this business and any business, even without making a sale. You got to find a way to still scale your business, even if you're not selling. You still got to sell, but you still got to build the business on the outside of selling.
So that's similar to like what Master P has said for years, and a couple other people. There are no failures, there are no losses, only lessons learned.
Exactly.
And you have to go into things with that mentality, like you say. If I don't sell, I got to make sure I learn something from it.
Exactly.
I need to know what to do again,
Exactly.
or need to know what not to do. So
Exactly.
even if you have a win, y'all went out there and made $1,000 sales. Okay, what do we do right this time?
Exactly.
Were we at the right event? Were we in front of the right crowd? Was this even our crowd to begin with? You know what I'm saying? You have to know your target audience. And sometimes you got to shift, sometimes you have to pivot. Have
Exactly.
y'all ever had to pivot with y'all's target audience, or y'all just know that's it and that's who y'all have?
Our target, I ain't gonna say we really had to pivot more with a target audience,
Mm-hmm.
but we more now realizing the culture of the fashion game, and it's like different people like to wear different stuff. So it's like it's not that it ain't that we really had to pivot, but it's now we're adjusting to different parts of the fashion industry because there's a lot of things out here. You got crop tees, box tees, people like regular tees. You got fitness wear and stuff like that. But what I feel with my brand is just that I feel like we can really do it all if we wanted to, just because of the message of the brand is to let go. So if I feel like if we did want to go to the fitness and start making basketball shorts or compressor tees or whatever, I feel like we could do that, especially with the designs and the certain ways we'll do it. I feel like we can do that because our brand is not a brand that try to stick to a certain crowd. Like letting go is everybody. Everybody has something to let go.
Hey, real quick, just wanted to say thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Creative Roots Podcast. If you are a creative and you're interested in being a guest on this podcast, feel free to send a DM on Instagram or TikTok, and you can find us at creativeroots.podcast on both, Creative Roots Podcast on Facebook, and we look forward to talking to you soon. Back to the episode.
Try to stick to a certain crowd. Like, letting go is everybody. Everybody has something to let go. Even in sports, even in business, whatever. So,
yeah, it makes sense to me. Mm-hmm. I hope that makes sense to y'all. Mm-hmm. Everybody got something that they need to let go.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. I mean, y'all can even make polos. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And it's coming.
Make
We got a lot in the works.
Put the logo on the shirt somewhere, and you know.
We got a lot in the works. Like a lot that we want to do.
So y'all have stuff planned already. Are y'all coming out with a fall line?
Mm-hmm, for sure. So we probably just gonna we got a fall line that we know for a fact we're gonna do, but the sweatsuits that we dropped at the beginning of the year, they did good, they did great. So it's just like we'll probably just come back and rerun those and run different colorways of those, because there's a lot of different colorways people said they wanted to do. So that's another thing in this fashion industry is one quote what I heard is just like, you really don't want to move too fast. Like, you want to get certain products, but if you find like kind of like a winning product, keep pushing it. Because it's like, why move on to something else when you already got something winning? And it's like, one quote I did hear where he said, if you go in a room and see everybody in the room filled 100 people, but they wearing different products of your stuff, they gonna think it's different brands. Right. But if everybody wearing the same product, they gonna be like, oh, where you get that from? Where you get that from? Where you get that from? Like the Nike Tech joggers, basically. Like everybody wore the Nike Tech joggers. Like, so now, like, I know Nike made billions off of them.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Billions off the Nike Tech joggers. And probably still to this day, still.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. So stay consistent. Mm-hmm. Stay small until you need to get big.
Exactly.
I'm taking a pause. I'm hoping that sink in for them in the camera world, you know, on the other side. Stay small, especially when you don't have a need or a rush to grow big.
Exactly.
Just because one thing is selling well doesn't mean the next one is.
Exactly.
And what I'm hearing you say too is capitalize on what you know is going good.
Exactly.
The way I'm wrapping it in my mind, that's something that takes a little bit of ease off. It eases the situation. Mm-hmm. It relieves a little bit of stress because you may have these other designs, but you don't have to rush them.
Exactly.
You know, being a photographer, like you said, with, you know, it could be your brand, but in so many different designs that it looks like it's not the same thing. It's like being a photographer, honing in on your craft and doing one thing specifically. Mm-hmm. You know, stay in your lane. If you do portraitures, kill it. Mm-hmm. Not saying that you can't go off and do a passion project or go off and do something different, but if that's what you're known for, you know, hone in on that. Exactly. Like, we're known for doing events, right? We do events. Yes, we do, you know, portraitures, but we prefer to do the events, mm-hmm. right? But we get tired. We want to do a passion project. You know, Shamar will do a passion project that has nothing to do with our normal day-to-day process. And being a videographer, it's like Shamar said on Mona Lisa's episode, sometimes that's the boring stuff, but it pays the bills. You know what I'm saying? So you might have that first design and you be like, bro, I'm tired of seeing this design. I want to do something different. Let it ride. You know, come out with a new design and then you the one that wear it. You know, the team and the staff wears it. You know, you get it to family. Mm-hmm. And thinking about it too, that's another way for you to test the market. Exactly. To see how it's received and things like that. I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking, but I'm in this. You know, you went to school for business. You laughing at me, Shamar? No. Oh, okay. So you say you went to school for business. Mm-hmm. Let's talk a little bit about that. Because nobody's mentioned that they've gone to school for business.
So I graduated from Rocky River 2015, and I took a year off from school, to be honest, because I didn't know what I really wanted to do. And even when I did go back to school, I still didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to work for myself. So it's just, I was just like, okay, why not do something with business? So I applied for the business administration. I went to CPCC for 2 years, learned as much as I could. I learned a lot. And from there, I just started going with doing photography and videography. I took it serious, but I didn't still have the business aspects as far as like LLCs, EINs, everything like that. But I was still making money off of it. But
Yeah.
years go by with me just trying different stuff, doing different stuff. It just ended up with running Loose Leaf, and then from there it was just once I took it serious in my head, like, okay, this can work. I was like, okay, everything I relearned from there, I start going back over business stuff, watching business people, and going crazy with that.
That's not bad. So taking it serious is what pushed you to school. Taking school serious is what pushed you to take the business a little more serious. Learning about LLCs. And I think that's a very strong topic that people don't think about when it comes to a business. You know, some people just know, oh, I can just set up a sole proprietor. I don't even know how much it is to do that now. But a lot of people know that they can set up a business, but don't know how to.
Exactly.
Right? So when you did the LLC, it was intentional, correct? You didn't wait. You didn't just be like, well, let's see what happens first. I will say this,
You got to believe in yourself.
and there you go. If you don't believe in it, don't LLC it.
So yeah,
Don't go waste that money, because I mean that's what it's gonna be. You know, you have to believe in it. And even if you're not sure, just know once you fill out the LLC, it's more paperwork and more money spent to change the name.
Exactly.
Now you gotta, once you change the name, it's just a bunch of back office stuff that needs to be honed in on and solidified before you put pen to paper or fill it out electronically. Yeah. Business. Know your business.
Exactly.
Get your business together.
Got to.
If you don't know, like he told y'all, go find a mentor. Invest that money. If you don't have the money, you got YTU. I hope y'all know what YTU is, but if you don't, YouTube University. You have networking events that you can go to learn if you can't afford a mentor or afford to go to school. So
exactly, because everybody out there just think we gonna get a cease and desist or something, and it's like they don't even know we did our paperwork already. We good, like
right.
So the other brand that has our name, it's like we're in a whole different niche from them. Like we're not dealing with none of that, and it's like that's why we got a different meaning with it. So with that being said, nobody can touch us, and a lot of people be thinking like, oh yeah, with their name, they're gonna get something. They're gonna get something. But I did the research already, and I did the work. I got a lawyer. I got everything. I got an accountant. I got everything. So we set up good.
Yeah, because that's what I was about to say too. You go get that lawyer. The lawyer gonna help with everything else that you can't normally find.
Exactly.
You know, and having the same name as somebody else and doing two separate things, that doesn't touch anything. That doesn't mess with anything legally, business-wise.
Exactly.
You know, so if I was to come out with Alan Lux, but I wasn't doing pictures, you know, Alan Lux Studios can't come from me because I'm not doing pictures.
Exactly.
But if I start doing pictures, you know, then I'm in trouble.
Exactly.
You know, so yeah, y'all need to know that too. Double check y'all names. Y'all get a lot of free game from this doggone episode. Y'all get a lot of free game from this whole podcast. And I mean, that's what this podcast is about, to let y'all know, like, nobody starts in the same space How many photographers, videographers, music artists have we had? Even those that know business and do business, Trell is telling y'all things that nobody else has told y'all yet. And I know because I'm here for the whole thing. Right? So in the midst of everything, have y'all had to deal with any negativity outside of the cease and desist from the other company?
Not, I mean, no, they never sent no cease or desist. It's just
Okay.
other people saying that they will, they
Oh.
can. You feel me? Like other people just having their opinion on what they think they know, but they don't really know, because if you knew, then you wouldn't be saying nothing. Because it's just other people that think they know about business but don't really know. So it's just they're just talking and stuff. But we done had a lot of negativity, to be honest. It ain't even a lot of the negativity in that way, but the way we try to market, we try to market any way possible. So another free game. I was marketing through this app called Monkey. And I don't know if you know what Monkey is.
I heard of it, but I don't remember what it
So
is.
it's basically like you basically FaceTime people all around the world, but it's only for like 15 seconds, unless y'all both agree to keep the timer rolling. So
Okay.
in that 15 seconds, I'm instantly, around this time, I think I had my sweatsuit. So I'm instantly showing the hoodie, showing the sweatsuit. So I'm having it on, showing it, da-da-da. And from there, people just on there be trying to troll. It'd be a lot of young folks or a lot of grown people that's just immature. So a lot of people just be trying to troll, but we also gained a lot of traction off of there too, because a lot of people loved it because the sweatsuits was fire. So it was just like, in that certain way, we was getting negativity. And to be honest, on Discord yesterday, I was getting negativity. I tried to promote my brand through Parlay Discord group chats and stuff like that. So people was just talking junk about me, like, no, you can't promo it here, da 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 da. And I'm just like, I'm just a businessman. I try to market any way possible, for real. So
Any way that works that ain't gonna get you kicked out of a group, get you banned, or anything
and
crazy like that.
they said they was gonna kick me and stuff like that, but I said I didn't care. I don't parlay or gamble no more and do that no more. So it's like, if you gonna kick me, you gonna kick me. But this is my brand.
Right.
Like, I don't care.
If you're gonna gamble, go ahead and take a gamble on this hoodie real quick. Gamble your money over here. This shirt gonna last longer than them $200 you about to lose anyway.
And you never know who from there. They probably seen the message and seeing everybody talk about me, but they probably like, okay, well, let me follow him, because this clothes is actually hard. Da da da. So
Yeah.
it's just, with me, I market any way possible. I don't care. I go anywhere and market. Like I said, when I found out about the Monkey app, I'm marketing on there. People were like, you marketing on a Monkey app? Like, yeah, like showing them like, boom, this is what I'm doing. But yo, follow my brand, da da da. This is what it is. This is what it means. You only got 15 seconds, so you
That's
gotta
it.
be quick. Like,
So that says too, you have to know your elevator pitch.
exactly.
You got to know how to market this thing.
Exactly.
And I guess 10 seconds.
Exactly.
Again, more free game. More free game. Because even elevator pitches, if I remember correctly, Smart, correct me if I'm wrong, but elevator pitches, they were normally like 30 seconds. Because that's about how long you have when the elevator closed to the next floor or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, Shamar said it was 30 seconds. So narrowing down an elevator pitch to 10 seconds, to be on the app, set up the phone and be like, yo, check this out. This is what I got. This is what we do. Follow the brand at www.boom. And then you on to the next one. You got to repeat it and then repeat it. How long do you normally stay on there when you do that?
To be honest, it was fun to me at a point. So I'll be on there. I take time out the day and be on there for like an hour, 2 hours just doing it. But you got to read the book, Go for No. So Go for No. You can get 100 no's and get that one yes. And every time I got that yes, it just made me want to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That yes turned to more yeses, turned to more yeses. So read that book, Go for No. I forgot who it's by, but Go for No.
Yeah, Go for No. So you got mentorship in person. You have books. Is that Is there another book that you recommend, or is that like the number one that people need to go get that you
I
recommend?
mean, to be honest, it's a lot of books. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Right now, I'm reading this real estate book by Mark Cuban. I read everything. Like I read the Wallow book. I like to read personal stories. I like to read business stories. So it's just really all depends on what you really want to do for real. For real. Like that's really all depends. So that Go for No for business though, I feel like that's a great book just because a lot of people get discouraged when people tell them no. So it's like once you read that or just understand, like people understand it, but it's like they just don't want to accept it. Everybody is not gonna like your stuff. It's okay. Like I tell people, I literally told people, and the person bought from me like this. He said he didn't like something I had. I told him to still follow because you might like something in the future. And he bought something in the future. So you just don't let that phase you.
Go for the nose.
Mm-hmm.
And stop trying to be a people pleaser.
Exactly.
Stop trying to be a people pleaser.
Exactly.
I don't understand why people want to please everybody. I don't know. I'm not even gonna get on what I'm thinking. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Don't get
I'm gonna leave it alone.
canceled.
I'm gonna leave it alone. Listen, so we're gonna backtrack. The original seed was planted with your brother when he was in high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
The seed for you was planted sometime after that, because you believed in the brand.
Mm-hmm.
The seed after that was planted, or it started to sprout, take root when you said, I'm gonna go to college for business to make sure that we're gonna be good. After that, you get to the place where you drop seeds, you spread, you pollinate, right? So my question is, what seed or what advice or information would you give to people that are wanting to start a clothing brand or be in business in general?
For people that want to start a clothing brand, don't worry about nothing and just stay consistent with posting. Don't worry about what people say about your clothes or how they feel about it. You do want to care and what they say, because it's like if you're trying to sell it and just everybody is selling you, it's not it and it ain't it. But I recommend with certain like sample pieces that you get if you first want to start, just go around showing people. And don't go around showing like your friends, like show random people like, yo, I got a clothing line, da-da-da, what you think of this shirt? And I tell them to be honest with you, because a lot of people is just gonna lie to you just to get you out your face. Like they're like, yeah, it's hard, but nah, be honest with me. What would you change about this? How would you wear this? Like, just be honest with you. So, really take in what other people tell you, but tell them to be honest with you, and go for no. And with business in general, just learn about whatever business you want to get into. When I say learn, like watch videos and soak game and try to get into mentorships, because my mentorships wasn't in person. So I was really taking a risk. It was just online mentorships, seeing people that do my brand and just paying $100 or $50 or $200 or $300 just to be around them. Like, and it's just everything that you do, just be a student to the game, for real. Be a student and don't just think you know everything, because you don't. Like, it's stuff I'm still learning. Like, even today, you done taught me some stuff you don't even know that I'm taking into now. And it's like, so be a student to the game, be forever learning. Because I was watching one podcast the other day with Ramon, is his name? Ramon Reed?
Yeah, Ramon Reed.
And what he said, you said that even though he's young, you still learn from him. Even though he been through different experiences you haven't been through, you've been through different experiences he haven't been through, but you're still learning from him. And that's how it is. I done got mentorships from people that's 16 years old. Literally. Like, literally. So
You know what's funny about that? And I just told Shamar about this the other day. I think it was yesterday. My 11-year-old son walks in the room, "Hey Dad, what you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing, just working on this YouTube banner." He said, "Is that for your motorcycle channel?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "You know the name of the motorcycle channel? Why you asking?" Okay, he just started the conversation, whatever. He says, I said, "So what do you think about it? Is it too plain? Is it?" He said, "I mean, yeah, I like it. It's not bad." When my kid says it's not bad, something's wrong. He says, "I like how you have, I pray, I live, I ride." He said, "But I would just make a suggestion that under that, where you have that, I would just put like your favorite scripture or something." And I'm sitting here like this 11-year-old little boy just trying to tell me how to do. I say, "Shut up and listen."
Exactly.
That's what I hear in my spirit. Shut up and listen. And it's like, you got a point, because people want to know. So when he said that, I put James 1:19, be slow to speak, slow to slow to speak, quick to listen. That's basically what it says, like shut up and listen. And that's always been the thing for me. Just play the background, listen to what people have to say, keep your eyes and ears open and mouths closed.
Exactly.
Right? Shut up,
Exactly.
listen, pay attention, and go from there.
Exactly.
That's my interpretation. The Bible literally does not say keep your eyes and ears open and mouths closed. However, that's what it's telling y'all.
Yeah. Because people sometimes be saying I'm quiet. Like sometimes I can be quiet, sometimes I can be a crowd and be in the crowd and stuff, but most of the time I'm to myself. But it ain't that I'm to myself like that, but I just watch everything. It's like I'm paying attention to stuff, like especially when I'm coming to new business rooms and stuff like that. I'm gonna ask the questions that I gotta ask, but at the same time I'm watching how certain people move. I'm watching, okay, he do it this way, he do it that way, they set up this way, okay, he turned this light this way, he put that light back there because it made this type of effect. Okay, so you got to just stay watching. Like you said, just shut up and listen.
Yeah. So I remember this: be slow to speak, quick to listen, and slow to respond. And now I can talk. Y'all know I can talk. Shamar know I can talk.
We both can. I'm trying to hold myself off of talking too much.
Nah, you supposed to talk.
I know. Sometimes I be feeling like I'm talking too much though. Sometimes.
Yeah, me too. And then when I get quiet, people be like,
exactly.
You okay?
Yeah, we family for real.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you hone in on that. Pay attention to your surroundings. Like, I knew you watched some of the episodes. I just assumed you watched some of the episodes, but I didn't know you was watching.
Oh yeah.
So what that tells me is we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Oh yeah.
You hear that, Shamar? You want to clap on that?
Yeah. I'll definitely keep going, man. Keep being consistent with it, because I like it for sure.
Yeah, because something you said to me, and I think Shamar was outside. You said, because I told you, I said I was thinking we were just going to take a couple weeks off and just let things play out, do a little bit more marketing and things. And you was, Cash was like, nah, don't take no days off. Nah, you got to stay consistent. Keep going. Y'all got something. Keep going. And things like that speak to me. And it lets me know that we're not just here holding conversations with other creatives in the local area or virtually, things like that. We're actually making a difference in, I guess, changing people's lives for the better as well. So I appreciate you for, even speaking that little, just whispering that little piece of information for me. So, hey man, I appreciate it.
Because the podcast is dope. And then, like I said, how you set it up, how the cut scenes is, like, I do content, I do photography and videography. So it's like, I'm already looking at it and like, okay, nah, this dope. So if I ask to come on the podcast, I gotta like your stuff, because it's just like, if it's not, it's a lot of people that ask me to be on their podcast, but it's like when I try to give them certain advice about how the podcast should look, it's just like, because it just be looking crazy, and y'all's don't look crazy. Everybody still has a lot of work to do, but you on the right path, and I already see that. So I'm like, okay, let me tap in with him, because he already knowing what he doing. He on the right path, so he gonna get there. So definitely don't slow down. When I heard that, that's what was like, hold on, what? I'm thinking he doing good. Why you slow it down? Keep that going, man. Keep that going.
Well, y'all heard it here. Your boy is here. That's why we still here. Because this week was the week we was taking a break. I was gonna take
And
a break this week.
and what I say, everything happens for a reason, and God gonna put people in places for a reason. So He
Yeah.
put me here to let you know to keep going, man. Don't slow down. If you slowing down, slow down to figure out how you're gonna make more content. But once you get that, or slow down and keep getting people in here to do content and don't post nothing. That way you can start posting twice a week or figure out how you can scale it. Though.
Y'all see how he just gave me more work? So, all right, cool. So this is what we're gonna do. One, I'm gonna open the floor and allow you to ask me a question. This is a new thing, and I'm still getting used to it. I'm a little scared about what you're about to ask.
Well, to be honest, I like to talk, so it's like it's not gonna be just one thing. Let's just start off with this. How old are you? Where you from? Where you from? What's your name and what's your hobbies?
Where I'm from, born and raised, Charlotte, North Carolina. What was the other question?
How old are you and what's your hobbies?
I just turned 41 last month. My birthday was July 8th, so yeah.
Okay.
I just turned 41. And as far as hobbies, anything to do with a camera, man.
Camera work.
Camera.
So,
you know,
is you, as far as the camera work, are you do you want to do, or are you just wanting to do a specific lane with camera work, or have you done everything as far as?
I've done a good bit. I started off I started off doing pictures.
Okay.
Became a photographer. Just those are two different things. Then I started doing videography, freelance videography, music videos. We do events, we do parties. What else we do, Shamar, video wise? Listen, y'all, Shamar ain't even listening. This is what I be telling y'all. When I start talking, Shamar just be like, I said video wise, what else do? We do parties, we do events, conferences. Yes. By the way, yes, we was in Cancun last November.
So what type of conferences y'all be doing?
All conferences that allow us to be there. Am I right on that?
Tap me in with that, because I love going to conferences, especially if they talking good work. So with that being said, I guess give me and anybody out there that may have kids and have a business and stuff like that, give them some advice on that. Like, what's, I guess, motivation on being consistent and just everything. Like, give us some advice on having kids and still working. Because you
Having
said you
kids
have an
with the-
11-year-old and I got a 4-year-old. So it's like, really give me that. That's a big gap. And our age difference is a big gap.
So I have 3. He just called me, I've got 3 kids, right? Y'all see how he snuck that in there? But yeah, I've got 3 kids. My daughter is 18.
Okay.
My oldest son is 13 and my baby boy is 11.
Yeah, so that man is a daddy for real, man.
I'm out here. You know, my biggest suggestion is know your kids, know what they love to do, spend time with them doing that. And if they want to, allow them to spend time with you doing what you love.
Okay.
I think that's going to be one of the biggest things.
That's a great key. Spending time with you, doing what you love and doing what they love. That's fire.
Yeah. You know, like my son, my oldest son, he loves coming in here.
That's fire.
Biggest reason is because he knows when he comes in here and he cleans, he going to get paid. But other than that, it's just being out of the house and he gets to be on his phone because somehow or another, some of these kids at his school think that I'm like this big time multi-millionaire podcaster studio owner. So he told me that some of the kids in the school lied and told one kid that I work for Nike or something. And I'm like, why did you even allow that to happen? So when my son is here and his friends call, he's like, I'm at the studio. And I'm like, they're like, oh, can we come to the studio too? Ask your dad if we can come work up there too. And I'm like, that's not what this is. Shamar says, no, y'all can't. So
That's
it's
fire.
being able to spend that time with your kids while they allow you to.
Okay.
Because a day is gonna come where they're gonna be like, nah, dad, I'm busy. If I'm working on editing podcasts or editing videos or um my newfound thing, editing pictures, we're not discussing that either.
Hmm.
If my kids walk in the room, I don't care where my mind is, I stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, son, what's up? Allowing them to even be in that space. My baby, well, he'll come in and he'll sit like this. And I'm like, what's up? He's like, nothing. Just seeing what you was doing. I was like, oh, so you just came to chill in the room with your dad? Yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. So he'll be on his phone. I'm like, Landon, your phone is loud. But since I got your attention, you want to learn how to do this? Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where some Sundays he runs the lights at church.
Mm.
You know, my oldest son, he's been around me doing video work enough that he helps run the camera at church.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So incorporate your kids because your passion could possibly be their passion. My kids love playing video games. So when I get a chance, I'm not doing nothing else. I'm gonna play video games with them kids as long as they allow me to. They're not gonna be like, Dad, you suck. Maybe. Cause I'm thinking, I know my 11-year-old, that kid, he might be the one like, Dad, how'd you die? You suck, dude. Like, nah, dude. But spend that time with them kids, man. Because what Aaron say, AC forever. What he say? Today is the youngest we'll ever be. Today is the youngest our kids will ever be. What's done right now is already in the past. You don't want your kids to grow up and be like, my dad, all I heard my dad say was, I'm working. Take that time.
That's fire.
I think that's probably the biggest advice I can give with people with kids.
That's fire.
No job is above your kids. Take that time off. Take a break. I ain't doing nothing but spending time with my kids today.
Mm-hmm.
Today. Not these couple hours today. And I got 3. So that's 3 different personalities, 3 different mindsets, 3 different things that they individually like. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Spend time with your kids, man. That's all.
That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. I think that's all they needed. You definitely spit some game in that.
Yeah, man. Because
that was the main question.
you will always love your kids, but your kids want to see love, not just hear, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and while we're here, that's why being on that truck was the hardest almost 5.5 years of my life. That's 5.5 years I didn't get to see my kids consistently every day. Now, granted, I talk to them, but nah, now that I'm
Ain't the
home,
same.
nah, spend time with them kids, man.
Mm-hmm.
They enjoy it. I just go sit in my kids' room and just watch them play video games. I talk junk with them and their friends when they be on the phone. Just let them know you're here because my thing is at the end of the day, you don't want your child to get old and just be like, all my dad do was work. My dad ain't spend no time with me.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't really go hang out. We didn't chill. We didn't do anything. He wasn't there to teach me how to be a man and I had to figure it out. You know, yeah, I'm gonna digress. But I think that's enough.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
y'all got more than enough. Shamar shaking his head. Yeah,
Yeah. He man was
so
waving you off.
yeah. So man,
Nah,
I appreciate you being here, man.
that's fine. I appreciate you too.
Oh, Shamar's point. I was getting to that. So with these designs, let's see what these designs actually look like.
All right. So this is our white one. We call them the yin yang tees. 2 different personalities. You got the white and the black. I don't know if they heard me yin yang. So that's the front. And going back to that, everybody's trying to figure out why we got an X and 2 O's on it. The reason why we got that is because the other brand, we're not their brand. Everybody thinks that our brand. So we got 2 O's and we got it X'd out right there. So that's not us. On the back, we got the Lose your leaves with the tree, with the leaves losing, and going from there. Patch on it. Tag, inside tag. When you starting a clothing brand, you got to pay attention to detail. That's the details. That's what it is. Cause you gotta brand your stuff no matter what. Cause people they get this and don't have no inside tag on it. And like, who is this? Or they don't have no packaging. And this is one of our packages. We had a different package with the sweatsuit, but we got a package with the QR code on it. So that way people can find you.
FoeTrel ain't nobody can get away no small, man.
These was two I just had in my car, man. My bad, my bad. I'm gonna get y'all right. But this the other one. This the black tee. I don't know. I think I like the black tee more.
I like both of them,
I do too, though.
but yeah,
I
I
feel
like
like the white is more like the popping. I probably wear the white at night going somewhere if I really want to go out somewhere. But the
every
black,
day. It's
the
gonna be the
black
black
during
one.
their day. So yeah, man. You can go at LoseLeaf Clothing and you can come find us. You can definitely come find us.
Yeah, so that's the last thing I'm gonna ask. Just let people know where to find you at.
All right, on all platforms at LoseLeaf Clothing, LoseLeaf Clothing, and that's another free game for y'all. Make sure if you having a business and getting Instagram pages and all that, and TikTok, YouTube, whatever, have your name the same on all platforms. It makes people easier to follow. So like he just asked me to shout my pages. I don't want to Instagram is this, TikTok is that, and YouTube is this. Have your name the same because it makes people for when you say it easier for people to find you on all platforms. So yeah.
Yeah. So don't be out here talking about some my business name underscore and then put your birthday. Nobody wants to see that. You are running a business. You can find us everywhere at creativeroots.podcast. That's where we are. You know, just type in Creative Roots Podcast. That's where we at. So like you said, Loose Leaf Clothing
Yes, sir.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
You ain't gotta go figure nothing out. Just that. So I know we didn't talk about you and the photography aspect, so
Okay.
we're gonna have to get you back on here
That's cool.
so we can have that conversation.
Yeah, do that one. Yeah, do that one.
Shamar said he gonna run that episode, so if y'all see Shamar over here
Shamar gonna run.
cheesing, what I say, look at how he looking.
Because that was the first seed planted up before all this was that. And I ain't know that was going to get me here. So, Shamar, I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you.
So this man has multiple pots of creativity. Let that sink in. But with that being said, this here has been Creative Roots Podcast with Trail from Loose Leaf Clothing. Creative Roots Podcast will seed sown, become visions grown, and we out.